Hey guys, I'm Tim Briggs. I made this video to document this shotgun case build that we did for Reed for Christmas, so that later, I guess whoever will be able to see, the care that went into it and kind of know some things about it, because it's pretty special. I hope you guys like it. We'll jump into this. All right, check it out. Okay, so this is the case. We started out with some turn of the century pine boards that were sawed out of beams. My dad sawed those. You can see we put wood hardener on it and put some finish to it. The mortise work came out pretty nice. These feet we made to keep from scratching the sides of the case are made out of micarta that my dad brought back from somewhere. And then this is the hardware. So I couldn't find the hardware that I wanted, so we just decided to make the hardware. So it kind of reminded me of making knife guards a little bit, but it was fun. So you can see we just kind of set them up and tried to shape them. The problem was there was 3 handles, so that means 6 pieces of hardware that have to match. So that was maybe not the easiest thing in the world. But shaping them up was pretty straightforward. We put some more of the micarta inlay in between the hardware to make the hole a little more oblong, so that the D-ring would flip a little easier. And there's a little copper in there too, so we tried to dress it up a little bit and make something nice for him, as you can see there. This is the leather work. I've never made handles before. I've done a little bit of leather work, but this is the stamping process. I bought a stamp. Didn't really know how to do that. I'm not sure I did it right, but it didn't turn out too bad. And that foam you see there is what's going to make the shape of the leather. And we hand stitched everything. Essentially the handles are made of 3 layers. This first layer is done to kind of make the center body. We put rivets in this so that it would make sure and hold. And then you'll see that we came back and put top and bottom another piece of clean leather that we trimmed, and then punched holes in that and restitched all that. So the handles turned out better than expected, honestly. For not ever making handles before, I think it's pretty cool. So my buddy Brian Coursey did my routing of the logo in the box lid. That was cool. And we put these corner brass pieces on the lids, and I gotta thank Jeremy Henson for printing this piece of leather on the inside. That picture is actually a picture of me and Reed when he was a little younger, and we kind of made the rest of the scene to go with it, put his name in it. It's kind of cool. Now this was where it got hard. So building the actual place where the shotgun goes, the fit wasn't that difficult, but you really got to take out a lot for your padding. And you can see us here putting it together. These bumpers, like I say, are micarta we made, and these shotgun shells are actually Super X shells from I don't know how far back. They were paper shells that my dad had in his stuff. We shot them all and kind of deconstructed them and took them apart, and they made a really nice finish to the project, because they're just special. They're from him, so that's the back side of the case. You can see it starting to come together, and this is some of the interior work. We had to run this padding around the inside of the case, and these are the back pads. We put foam on these, and there's only a couple of these in the bottom of the case because we wanted to be able to see the wood in the bottom of the case. And this basically just holds the gun where it needs to make sure the gun is safe and fits nice. It was not the easiest thing in the world to do, but it was worth doing. This box lid was made out of some hard curly maple that my daddy had, with some walnut, some rough sawn walnut that was really, really old. So it's starting to come together. We got all the liners in there now. Got the handles mounted up, and we're just down to kind of finishing the box now. So we did a little inlay in there, and just coated it in lacquer. It's got about 10 coats of lacquer on it, hand rubbed. And then, well, I like this piece here because the Inside of the box is still the original wood, and you can still see the nail holes in it from the turn of the century beams, which is kind of neat. We just try to make it turn out really nice. So this piece came together pretty nice, and we fit it in there, and then we had to basically, to cut the liner on the top, we had to use this crash wrap, and we traced everything out and then transferred that over to a piece of fiberglass panel that we routed out. And then we were able to take this panel and we wrapped it essentially in suede and screwed that down inside the box before we put the lid on. This is a finished project. We think it turned out really, really nice. We gave this to Reed Christmas of 2025, and it only took us 3 years to finish it. So he should have had it 2 Christmases ago, but nothing I do finishes on time. Anyway, so that's that. And then you can see he opened it, and he was super happy with it. And I just gotta say, the reason we did this is there are so few things in this world today that are real, and so few things that are timeless. And I believe that, you know, this case will end up being in our family for generations. Thanks for taking time to watch our video today. You guys have a great new year.